Hi, my name is John. I'm a mess. This is my Reading Rush 2020 TBR. So I have not posted a video in a while. As we all know, the world has been crazy, and if you watched any of my previous videos, you would know that I am pregnant and I'm due tomorrow as I'm filming this. So yeah, the internet just wasn't a place that I wanted to be. I just wanted to, just try and avoid extra stress and try and enjoy the time of being pregnant. But that's not what this is about. I'm sorry I'm a mess, but like I said, I'm due tomorrow. So I think I'm being overly optimistic that I'm even going to participate in the Reading Rush, because it goes from the 20th to the 26th of July and I'm due to give birth on the 18th. So I'm either going to have a newborn baby or I'm going to be very uncomfortable and overdue and pregnant during that time. So, but it is a fun reading challenge, so I have a stack of books that I'm going to aim to read during the week, and I'm going to tell you those now. So the first challenge is to read a book matching the colour of your birthstone, and I am born in July, which the birthstone is a ruby. So by the way, all the information for this readathon will be linked below, but I'm sure everyone knows what it is. So yes, so I have chosen a red book, which is Wondersmith by Jessica Townsend. This is the sequel to Nevermore, which I read and loved last year, and I just never got around to the sequel. And it is red, it's a middle grade, so hopefully it won't take me too long. It is kind of long. Yeah, it's like 500 pages, but again, it's a middle grade, so. And the first book was really fun and I sped through it, so. Challenge number 2 is to read a book that starts with the word the. So for this one, I'm going to be reading The Black Flamingo by Dean Atta, which this is like written in verse, so hopefully this won't take too long. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this because it looks really interesting. By the way, I'm not giving a synopsis for these books. I'm hopeless. I don't know why you've clicked on this, but here we are. Number 3, read a book that inspired a movie that you have seen. This is a tricky one because I usually read books before I watch the movie, but I googled book to movie adaptations and scrolled until I found one that I had seen but hadn't read the book. And that is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I think this is one of the only John Green books that I haven't read, and I went to watch the movie when I was like in high school with one of my high school friends. She'd read the book and I hadn't gotten around to reading the book yet, but the movie had come out. It was really popular, so I went to see the movie, and then I never read the book because I like to read the book first. And because I'd seen the movie, I was like, well, I'm not going to read the book now because I like to do it in the other order. So this is an option for that challenge. Number 4 is to read the first book you touch, which during the week I might just shuffle these and then touch one, and that will be it for that challenge. Number 5 is to read a book completely not in your house. So that could potentially be a book that I read in hospital. Or I'll just sit on my back deck and read a book. Number 6 is read a genre that scares you or your least read genre. For this one, I am going with The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum, because classics is a genre that I do not read very often, because I struggle to read classics, but this is a children's classic. And this is also a really cool edition. I like this. But I am also including this one because this could also be one that I've seen the movie and haven't read the book, so it could work for that challenge. And it also starts with the word the, so if I read this, if this is the first book I touch and I read it outside, this can almost be every single challenge. So, and then challenge number 7 is read a book that takes place on a different continent than yours, which thankfully for me, I live in Australia, and any of these books can probably count. I think maybe not Wondersmith. Jessica Townsend is an Australian author, I'm pretty sure, but this is a fantasy book, so I don't think it takes place in a real place, so this one won't count. But any of the others, none of these take place in Australia as far as I'm aware, so pretty much if I read this one, because it is the birthstone one, and this, I've completed it. However, I'm also aiming to complete a 5th book. Last year I read 7. I don't think I'm going to do that this year. But there is a group book this year, which is Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reid. And I've actually cheated because I've already started this. I'm like almost halfway through. But I figure it doesn't count for any of the challenges, it's just the group book, so I thought it would be okay if I started it early, especially since I am possibly going to be in hospital for part of the readathon, and I'm actually really enjoying it so far, so hopefully I enjoy the rest of it. But yes, that is my stack of books that I may or may not read during the week. I just figured I'd make this video because I loved doing the reading rush last year. Like I said, I read 7 books and it was a really fun week. The timing didn't work out well for me this year, but that's okay. Let me know if you're participating in the reading rush and what books you're reading, or if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. Thank you for clicking on this. I'm sorry I'm literally a mess right now, but yeah, I'm waiting around for a baby to arrive, so I may try and collect some vlog clips during the week. I don't have high hopes. I hope that everyone is doing really well. I hope you're staying safe. I hope that your reading is going well, that you're enjoying whatever book it is that you are currently reading. My reading goals for this year have been terrible. However, the past week I have picked up a fair few books, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Hopefully the reading rush will get me through 5 more books. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video, I guess.